just funny about that. Like,
Well, there's nothing wrong with not wanting to shoot an animal, and if you don't want to shoot a bear, look, I've eaten bear, I've hunted bear. Bear tastes good. You can eat bear, but it's not my favorite thing to eat. It's not, but it is also an animal that has to be managed.
yeah.
The thing about biological management, this is the uncomfortable truth of it, you have to have a balance. There's wildlife biologists, they observe populations, and they want to enact some sort of a balance of predator and prey. And when you have an overabundance of predators in areas that are, like when you have hunting that's off limits, you create a really dangerous imbalance. And they did that in all places in New Jersey. The governor of New Jersey ran on this platform of stopping the bear hunt in New Jersey, because a lot of people in New Jersey, they live in urban environments like Newark and, like Hackensack, and like that's where the population is. And they're like, oh, we don't want you voting to kill bears. Why would you kill bears? But what they don't understand is like rural New Jersey has the highest bear per capita in the country. There's more black bears in New Jersey than any other state, which is so nuts per capita.
I wonder why that is.
Because they're fucking everywhere there, and there's not a lot of hunting, So they had a bear season, and this governor came in and stopped it. It was part of the things that he ran on. And then when he got into office, he realized after a while, like, oh my God, we have to kill these bears because like human-bear interactions are growing up. A kid at Rutgers got killed
by
a fucking bear. Like he was out in the woods near the campus and he got fucking slaughtered.
See, I always wonder if I'm going to get – I think the bobcats psych me out more than anything. The bear I'm okay with. Like I feel like they'll leave me well enough alone. But
until they don't.
I remember even when I first bought the place, like right after I closed on it, because I'd had my house before that, I had a house with 5 acres and like had the little homestead thing going, and we had like, some basic stuff, horses and chickens, and
well, that's cool.
But I knew I wanted more land, and with the way everything is, like they're not making any more of it, So I said I'll go ahead and that caused a lot of controversy with my better half and I, because she thought I was crazy that I was selling our comfortable house we're living in to go buy land and stick a freaking camper on it until we can afford to build something. But man, I remember my first weekend, it was Memorial Day weekend of 2019, was like the first time I slept out there. And I knew what a coyote was, but I'd never heard a bobcat at night. And it was me and the dogs, and we were tent camping out there, and it was like 2 a.m. There's a bobcat like right on us doing that the noise they make.
What is the noise like?
Sounds like a demented baby crying. I don't know. It'd be cool to hear if people haven't heard it. But it was, and the dogs. So anyway, we ended up leaving in the middle of the night because my dogs wouldn't stop barking. But the bobcats are the only thing out there really freaks me out. Like one of them jumping on you.
I don't think they attack people though. Let me hear this shit. Whoa.
It sounds a lot wilder than that. Maybe we get going.
They live up to 12 years in the wild.
Yeah, that.
Jesus Christ. Whoa. I saw a lynx once in Canada. It's fucking cool.
Oh,
it's just weird
beautiful.
to see some wild cat up in Alberta in the woods.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, that thing is fucking cool. They have like cool paws, like to
they're
get around
gorgeous.
the snow. Yeah, it's just wild that there's a cat up there. When you think about cats, at least I do, I always think about like warm environments, like tropical cats.
Yeah.
I'm
excited to.
What is this one? Bobcat attacks coyote. Oh, Jesus.
I stopped it before I saw it ran away. I thought he got him.
Whoa, try to get him. Wow, bobcats try to kill coyotes.
He's just hiding in the fucking grass.
Look at him. Look at that little killer. He's just trying to kill anything he can. Imagine having instincts like that. Everything that comes close to you, you want to eat.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cat. Yeah.
That's one thing I am excited with the opportunity I've been given with all this is I do want to travel more and get out into nature in different places. This is my first time I've never left the East Coast.
Oh, really?
Like this is my first time in Texas, but this is my first time any farther west than I think the farthest west I've ever been is Tennessee. So I I'd love to go. And I don't know what'll happen with me next year. Like everybody wants to pull me in 10 different directions, and but I've always just been drawn to nature and being connected to it. And so like I'm sure we'll do some big shows and we'll do some things next year, but my heart is just pulling me. I'm just excited to go experience the first time I go to Wyoming and stuff, like that's going to be it for me. Like just getting to see that experience. I've seen it on the internet, but
It's pretty stunning.
like, and I've watched all these videos in Canada. One of my favorite YouTubers is Camping with Steve, and it drives my wife crazy because like anytime we want to watch something at night, I always want to watch Camping with Steve, but he's a guy up in Canada, and he goes and does all these obscure, like, different types of camps, different places, but just some of the area he explores up there in Canada, just awesome. It's just like,
Yeah,
I've got to try it out for myself. You know?
Wilderness like that, when you're looking at mountains and stuff like that, it's some kind of medicine for the human mind. It's something about the awe-inspiring beauty of it and just the vastness of it. It's like it like sets you at ease in some strange way. It also is very lonely. It's weird that it's like, because you realize like, oh, I'm not important at all. Mm-hmm. So when you're out there in the woods, you're like, I'm not important at all.
Yeah, well, you realize like, yeah, and maybe that's part of what I was trying to convey earlier in my words too, but it's like you realize that, yeah, there's whatever problems and issues you've in your mind have sort of perceived to be top ranking, like they really are irrelevant, you know?
They really are irrelevant.
In the bigger scheme of things, like, it's a beautiful thing when you can, because you really find peace in that. But yeah, there's something about being